Ladies and gentlemen, hip hop is hip hopping right now. These are the moments that it feels chef's kiss to be a real hip hop fan. And I've reacted to all the diss tracks between Joey and everybody. Make sure you go check it out after this. And nobody's dropped a response today. Nobody's dropped anything so far. So I decided to do this video as a little intermission. Do we think Kendrick will acknowledge, respond to Joey in any way? Let's see.
Now, if you are excited that real lyrical hip-hop and competition is back in rap music right
yes,
now,
sir.
There is going to be nobody who's going to whine and sue
hip-hop is a sport. Link in the pin comment. Go grab you one, bro.
about it this time. Be sure to leave a like.
Gotta get the Drake shot.
So everyone can see how important this moment we are all seeing right now truly
Facts.
is.
Talk your talk, fantastic hip-hop.
When it comes to what's happening in hip-hop right now, it's been quite the past few days for the genre. Ever since Joe...
Can we just stay here? New York MCs, bro. The Knicks won last night. Somebody gotta come get Joey back a little bit. I'm not saying like he can't fight his own fights, but we clearly, this battle is turning to like also the love of your coast and the love of your peoples and stuff. Jump on there, man. I can't remember, was it Reason that did the Kaepernick, nobody standing with you? Yeah, he getting dissed because nobody want to stand with him.
Quite the past few days for the genre.
Meanwhile, the West is just forming like the Voltron.
Red Bull Spiral freestyle cypher. We have been seeing a non-stop lyrical bar fest from MCs, which has so far featured a diss track from Top Dog Entertainment's very own Rayvon. And with everything he said to Joey there, he really made a great and memorable track. And now what has seemingly become the most important track in this entire lyrical clash, and what may have just brought us to the next chapter, is Joey Badass's new diss, The Finals. Because with this song, not just did Joey respond to Rayvon in less than 24 hours after Rayvon responded to Joey in less than 24 hours before that, which is already showing that real lyrical hip-hop and competition has never been more back. But in this track, Joey called out Top Dog Entertainment directly and disrespected the label and really the entire West Coast. And most importantly, and what may just play out and create one of the biggest moments we have seen in hip-hop in so long, all comes from the fact that on this track, Joey did something that no other rapper has.
Not the boogeyman.
He challenged Kendrick Lamar by name this time to get into a rap battle with him. And with this, well, as Kendrick Lamar has told us in the past, that if you say his name on a song, you will see him pop out. The rap battle.
All right, I gotta say this. First of all, I'm loving the way Fantastic Hip Hop is covering this. I'm loving the way the real hip hop fans are covering this. But I just gotta warn people, bro. Don't let Stan Wars take this over, because I'm already seeing it. And there's a great saying that in the pursuit of killing monsters, make sure you don't become a monster yourself. And I say that to say, I've seen people who are genuinely clowning. Some people were genuinely mad, like almost felt like they're offended that Joey called out Kendrick. Now, I don't know if Kendrick will respond. That's not the point I'm saying. But for anybody who's acting like that's lame or acting like he's out his depths to do that, that's anti-hip hop. And if you want to be real with yourself, you're being a hypocrite. You're being a hypocrite, bro. Let's be real. Y'all know how I feel about Kendrick, TD, and all that shit. But my first love is hip hop. Bro, calling somebody out in a battle is battle rap. And people be like, oh, well, he called him out a bunch of times. Bro, do you know how many times Daylight has been calling out Loaded Lux? Oh, I know you don't, because you don't actually want. Do you know, like, bro, I could go down the list. You know how long Hitman Holla's been calling out Murder Mook? You know how long? Why are people clowning at somebody for trying to go at the top competition? This would be literally like watching somebody go to their boss and ask for the biggest raise they can get, and then you start clowning them. Why would you think? Why would you? Because I'm shooting for the stars, and if I miss, I'm still amongst the clouds, bro. I don't understand okay, Kendrick might respond. And then also, Kendrick is hip hop enough. If you ask me, I don't know if he's ever going to do a full dedicated diss track to Joey. But I believe Kendrick is so hip-hop, there's going to be a subliminal coming. Kendrick been doing that. There's going to be shots. I don't even understand why people are... It's almost like I'm seeing certain of the Kendrick fans are saying literally the exact same things they were clowning the OV host for doing. I saw somebody say, Kendrick, it's lame that he shot at Kendrick because Kendrick's on tour. And I was like, Drake was on tour. Like, what are y'all gonna make me defend? What are y'all doing right now? And they'll be like, it's different because where they were at tour. No, it's not, nigga. No, it's not. They were both on tour when the shit cracked off. Like, we cannot make fun of those niggas for doing that, which is lame and anti-hip hop, and then do the same. What are y'all trying to defend? It's like you're trying to save Kendrick from something. He got this. It's Dot. Like, oh my God, I'm starting to realize some people, no matter what side they were on, are not fans of hip hop. They're just fans of these people. And this is my favorite rapper right now, Kendrick. But like, what? I want to see him engage. Like,
Battle
what?
of the Century may have just
Let's
started.
stop,
and with
bro.
How many names?
Just enjoy this battle. If not, just walk up to the side and let the people who are enjoying this enjoy this. All the rappers are going to be okay. There's not going to be any damage. You're okay. And now when you guys start talking about bloodthirsty and stuff, you literally are doing the things that you were clowning J. Cole and Drake for doing. So most people aren't like that, but I'm seeing a lot of people start to turn this into Stan Wars, and it doesn't need to be, bro.
Names are being
Drake is not
thing,
involved
which
in
ranges
this.
right now from Ice Spice all the way to Kendrick Lamar at the top.
I love it,
knows
and
where
I
this
love
is going to go. But now, before we go,
oh, I'm sorry to say this too. And another thing is, calling out the biggest person and saying that you're better than him is the most Kendrick Lamar shit you can do. And then sometimes I'd be like, yo, did y'all niggas, how long have y'all been listening to Kendrick? Because did y'all listen to his Monster freestyle? That was still when he was on the up and coming. And he said he was better than Jay-Z, Eminem, Andre 3. Not only that they're better, but they should retire. And he'll put them in, like, what? Just stop, bro. Like, quit it, bro. The snake is going to eat its tail, bro. Like, I'm watching it happen.
Any further into all of this and really see where this track is about to take hip-hop.
I guarantee you
Kendrick
Kendrick respects this.
Next,
I guarantee
be sure to
you.
leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton.
This is a book from the
Now,
school
with
of
that,
Kendrick.
with all that is going on in rap, I mean, right now, to be a hip-hop head, it is really an amazing time.
Oh, it's
right now, I think I speak for all of us when I say, if you love bars, you are sitting back and watching
Chef's
all
kiss.
of these lyricists get to work. And now, well, after the Red Bull Spiral Cypher, Rayvon came back with a diss track that was super catchy and had a lot of strong lyrical jabs, because whether it was making fun of Joey for always rapping about how he is back, which it really feels like he has been doing for like the past 5 years at this point, saying that Joey should stay as an actor, or even saying that he let Ice Spice become the king of New York, which in all honesty is so disrespectful. I mean, with stuff like this, we are really getting to witness what MCs can do when they are getting those pens working against their competitors, and for what Rayvon needed to achieve with this track.
Instead of spending your time basically talking about trying to clown somebody for being competitive in hip hop or wanting the top, how about we spend more time to talk about Reason, Daylight, Joey Badass, and Rayvon are some of the most talked about things in hip hop right now. Just step back and think about that. Throw away all the stand-em, and just step back and think of. This is exactly what Dot was trying to do. When he took away, you make music that pacify him. I make music that electrify him. There's a difference. This is music that electrifies the culture. So anybody in this vein doing this is protecting hip hop and playing hip hop as a sport. Kendrick himself went on that Apple Music thing and said hip hop is a sport. Like, what are y'all doing, bro?
Track, especially as a new MC who is trying to build a name and show that he can actually put his pen where it needs to be when it matters. I mean, shout out to him. He is showing that he can be a star. But now with Joey's new track, The Finals, as I've been saying, this whole Rayvon beef for Joey has been nothing more than an
and I still haven't said who I got winning so far, by the way.
Undercard and a warm-up in terms of how he is treating this, because now more than ever, Joey revealed here what his true intentions with the run he is on really is. And of course, with that, what he is really trying to gain from all of this and do, which isn't beef with Ray or Daylight, despite how skilled either of them are and how good they have been doing with what they are.
He said, all right, I'm going to take the challenge I got.
Joey wants to back and forth with is none other than Kendrick Lamar. And with the setup of this track,
do you want those
no matter
problems,
how you feel about all these tracks and who you think is winning, just speaking objectively in terms of what Joey did here, he has done more to get Kendrick to respond and engage in this than any other MC has, because over everything else which we are about to get into, when we look at this thing from the most basic and fundamental level possible, Kendrick Lamar's whole sentiment about beef and dissing people is that if a rapper really has a problem, and they really do want to go toe-to-toe, The way to get him outside has been sitting within his lyrics for years, as Kendrick told us if we go back to a track like Element, for example, that you shouldn't throw rocks and try to hide your hand, and if you want him to pop out and want to see the boogeyman in a beef, just say his name and that will follow. And now
I'm going to keep it tall. I genuinely believe Kendrick's going to respond. I don't think he's going to respond in a full diss track. That would be insane. But I think the next time Kendrick raps after this, we're going to pay attention to the verses, and I guarantee you there'll be shots. I guarantee you. I feel it. If there's not, I don't look at it anyway, but I feel
for the first time in this entire...
So everybody who's so convinced, that's not going to waste it, he's not. This is why I always say, is like, bro, when you start speaking for the artist that you've never met or don't know, that's when it starts crossing over to stand-up. It's like, how do you know? How do you know? He might not. You might be 100% right, but you might be 100% wrong. Why are you speaking with such certainty? I think, mind you, that he will respond. I don't know, but everybody, he won't waste it. He won't do that. It's just like, this is literally what Drake niggas were saying about Drake not gonna respond. Why would he respond?
Higher run, and in this hyper-competitive setting at that. Joey has taken a leap in hip-hop, and he has become the first person to mention him here in this type of way. And he didn't just allude to something that Kendrick did
no lawsuits,
like his Control verse, which we saw on the Cypher already. But
we're not talking about numbers and stuff like that, which is another art. It's literally like they sliding into like the Drakeism, because it's like, Kendrick won't respond. Why? Numbers. Like, isn't that what we were just saying about Drake and why that was lame?
Joey was really trying to send a message to him, as he said, "I salute you, Kenny, but I know you well aware. You looking for some competition, then just know that I'll be right here."
Like Control.
Now, of course, while the lines themselves are not crazy in terms of them saying anything or having any sort of crazy wordplay or dissing them, I mean, just the sheer idea in this time of having a rapper stand out with their chest and put this on wax after all of the crash out, losses, and apologies we have seen.
Ain't nobody about to apologize. Some of y'all might have just thought, y'all believe, no. My bias is hip hop. That's why.
Seen that have all been because of Kendrick's greatness. And
Joey already got more respect, like, as a battler than him,
Drake,
to me.
Or so many others.
Like,
I mean, of course, while Joey may end up regretting this in the long run, if he actually can get what he wants, he has been the first and only MC in the entire genre to actually believe in himself enough to go against Kendrick, while he has been on the most dominant run we have seen from a rapper arguably ever, and while he has been the biggest star in not just hip-hop, but the entire music industry.
Joey said, I want you at the peak. I want you at the top.
Forth of it all, that left one guy apologizing and the other guy hiding behind paperwork. And now when you look at
we got real rappers outside, nigga.
While of course time is still yet to tell if
real
Kendrick will respond or
bro.
engage in this in any way, Joey did clearly try to include lyrical swings here that would push him to respond to him, because no matter how the difference in Joey and Kendrick's success levels are and all that, bar to bar and in hip-hop culture, Joey has been the face of lyrical hip-hop in New York, no matter what that is.
I really do hate too how people are now trying to rewrite like Joey and lyrically isn't in the same like it shouldn't. It's offensive for him to try to. It's like, nigga, he just battled Drake. What the fuck are y'all talking about, bro? So y'all think Drake is lyrically better than Joey Badass, pro era Joey Badass, the nigga who basically brought back boom bap rap for a second? That nigga, like, y'all just saying anything, nigga. Like, what?
It is meant for all of it over the.
And some of y'all wanted to see Big Sean verse, which I did too, Kendrick, but Joey watched Big Sean on the Cypher.
Last 15 years,
come on,
really.
Bro. Like,
and I guess from that perspective, if Kendrick is the king of the West,
I'm here for the comp.
Tupac of this generation.
I don't care who
well, in terms of the lineage and what this all represents, Joey is New York's Biggie at this point. And now, clearly, when it comes to this whole idea of Big and Pac,
I don't know about all that, nigga. But New York is kind of in a weird place. Who would be the Biggie? Who would be the Biggie? And I don't want to say something offensive, because I'm going to end up saying what Rayvon said. It's not what, but it's like.
And specifically here, Kendrick and Pac, Joey clearly knows and understands how much Pac means to Kendrick, and made sure to include a line where Joey is trying to take over the title that Pac had to get under his skin, because when flipping a Rayvon bar from his diss track that dropped right before this, Joey turned that diss into a way of saying that he really is like Tupac, As he says back to Rayvon, but also sends the message and idea out to Kendrick, all by saying, your mouth running cause your pockets run on low, I'm active and I'm acting, yeah, and that's something only me and Pac would know. And with this line, this is another pivotal moment in this track, because now beyond calling out Kendrick by name directly, with Joey alluding to the idea that maybe he is Tupac after all, because they were both rappers and actors, well, at the very least, we can see that he is trying to fuel lyrical push points that would cause Kendrick to jump out and respond once and for all and engage in this lyrical back and forth. And as Joey tries to build up this idea that he and Kendrick's beef has been brewing for so long, as he goes back all the...
Well, like I said, if you're a hip-hop fan, you cannot get mad at a rapper for wanting to be competitive. Don't matter who it is to be competitive with. You could be mad at maybe like if they're doing antics and stuff like that, but he's getting on tracks and saying, I want to battle with you.
All the way to reference his...
And it's not like he's not rapping. He's dropped 2 verses. It's like he can troll now and he can ask niggas for the bigger fame.
Control response in 2013 with Illuminati Part 2 and says that that was the last time that he really dissed Kendrick and that Kendrick really knows what all of this is about. I mean, Joey is really trying to get at him here, and as he goes on to explain that the difference is between this track, which is the finals diss, and what Joey did on the Ruler's Back as a whole, is that now Joey is speaking directly, and he is trying to catch fight just like he was back then after Kendrick delivered what is arguably the most important feature in all of hip-hop history with Control. I mean, over everything else, no matter how you feel when we see this track objectively for what it's trying to do, Joey is trying to get Kendrick outside more than any other rapper has even thought of it. And now with Joey throwing all of this out, and at the same time on this track, he disses Rayvon by...
And honestly, it would be so beautiful for hip-hop for Kendrick to respond. Like, I don't think Kendrick's going to do a full track. Don't get it twisted. I definitely think there's going to be shots. Kendrick shoots at niggas when he smells like the... Is he going to shoot at me? Let me shoot it. Bang! Like, that's what Kendrick do. So and then Joey will respond. And then we'll get more of the competition. Continue to watch the lame party die and the new party start.
Also disrespecting Top Dog Entertainment, and even with that, he says he is trying to start Top Dog East, which once again, when we talk about Tupac, as Tupac was pushing heavy to start Death Row East back in the 90s, this really is another callback to him, and Joey is trying to channel this.
Joey was shooting.
Well, we can see that the writing for this track and what Joey did here is really pushing Kendrick to just jump out at him more than any other song has since Kendrick Lamar changed hip-hop forever and started a run like we have seen nothing like really ever at this point.
Shout out to Dot for bringing niggas back outside. Shout out. That's why he the GOAT. Like, that's why he my favorite nigga. Like, Dot is that nigga, bro. Like, come on. No matter what happens, we're getting this right now because of what happened with Dot. Like,
really, with all of this, as Joey clearly tells Rayvon,
round of applause to everybody involved in this.
The phrase Joey in 1 right after saying Knicks in 6. I mean, Joey does not want to deal with
and
this
it wasn't Knicks
anymore, really, if he does. It's only going to keep him further and further away from ever getting the matchup with Kendrick that he wants so badly. Because even with this, while Joey has been more direct than any other MC has been about the current king of rap, he still has ways to go to get Kendrick to respond, because although he is planting the direct seeds here, I'm not sure that this will warrant Kendrick to do anything other than maybe give a few small subliminals on one of the next songs he releases. And now for Joey, I think what can get him in this moment that he wants with Kendrick, or at least make his chances better, would be to win against Daylight, who is getting ready to respond at any moment, because if Joey can move past these other MCs who are directly with TDE, all by calling out Kendrick directly by name and putting more and more on him to try and take him down and discredit him, I mean, this will all have to amount to something. And really with this, as Joey has now been pushing this Kendrick beef and is now being direct in this very moment after building this up for now 5 months, you really wonder whether Joey just wants to try and spar with Kendrick and prove that he is the best, or if there is a bigger plan here and he actually wants to try and create a full-on turning point in hip-hop and has a diss track ready that maybe will actually turn the needle. But overall, Joey has just came at Kendrick, TDE, Rayvon, Daylight, and is trying to beef with all these MCs at once. All of this rapping seems like it's only going to continue as Joey is trying to run the gauntlet to get Kendrick to respond. And really, if Kendrick
keep calling niggas out, here,
really just be ready to see one of the great...
Nigga on the Daylight song, nigga, call out goddamn... call out Jay-Z, Day. I don't care. Keep it going, nigga. Keep it going, nigga.
Greatest moments for competitive rap that we have ever seen, because with everything going on right now, if we can really see a Joey versus Kendrick beef, man, we have not seen an actual lyrical back and forth like that in terms of the bars in not just years but in decades. And so now with all of this said, let me know.
I don't know if I see a full-blown Kendrick and Joey beef. I for sure believe, I could be 100% wrong, that Kendrick will respond, just knowing how hip-hop he is and what he stands for, will say things in tracks. I don't know, but I will put my money that he's going to say something. I don't think he's going to do a dedicated track, but I'm just saying, guys, no matter what side of this you're on, you shouldn't be mad at somebody in this. If you are, you have to step out of this and be like, why do I think this is lame, what he's doing? Why am I upset? And I guarantee you'll figure out, like, I think I'm standing a little bit, right? So let's not let that happen. Everything that's been happening in this is pure hip hop. These guys are distracting and cleansing our timelines from all the BS stuff that has nothing to do with hip hop that these other hip hop media people are covering. They're trash, like, and what's all over the timelines and getting involved with people's the kids, who got custody of this kid, who's in court for this, who's doing this, whose baby mama is that. And if there's nothing going on, go ahead, be my guest. But if you're talking about that more than this, stop calling yourself hip hop, nigga. Shout out to y'all. Can't wait to see this. Daylight, they told me Daylight might drop on Monday. That's a weird time to wait, but fine. Maybe he got something to go. Somebody from New York, bro, drop something. I thought Jadakiss son was supposed to. J1, drop some. Where y'all at? The Knicks just won.